Welcome to the Year 9 options presentation. This is a very exciting time for you as you're making those choices, which subjects to study from September, which subjects to take for your GCSEs. These are exciting times, but there are key elements in making wise choices as we move forward into the next academic year. So what are the key points I wish to emphasize in this presentation? Firstly, it is your choice. You're not choosing for anybody else. Don't ask friends what they are taking, because that's irrelevant. This choice is for you, and therefore you really need to think about yourself and only about yourself when making the choice for September. Secondly, seek advice, because you need to be successful in this subject, and therefore seek advice from your subject teachers in order to evaluate whether this is the subject for you. The subject comes first. What I mean by that is you may well wish to study this subject as you enter the senior school, and maybe that will be a vital subject for that university place, who knows, further down the line. Therefore, choose the subject that will align with your learning pathway. That is a sensible choice for the learning pathway and the way you wish to study for the coming years, not just for the GCSE years. Therefore, the subject has got to come first. Finally, make your mark academically. When you have these grades at the end of Year 11, that will be the platform for you to make those choices as you enter Year 12. And therefore, ensuring that you've got the package and the right balance of subjects now is vitally, vitally important. Above all, enjoy making these choices, because this is a process which you should enjoy. And I wish you well in making those wise choices. Diolch yn fawr.
Welcome to the second part of this Year 9 options presentation. My name is Mr. Dylan Hughes, Deputy Head Teacher, and I'm responsible for curriculum here at Ysgol Garth Olwg. Firstly, I'd like to point your attention towards the Learning Pathways booklet. Hopefully by now you've all had a chance and the opportunity to have a look through this booklet, to start learning a little bit more about some of the qualifications which are on offer, and also a lot of the earlier pages in the booklet have a lot of advice on making sure that the correct decisions are being made. So taking a quick look at how the curriculum is going to look in September 2020 for Year 10, all pupils will be studying GCSE Welsh, GCSE English, GCSE Maths and Maths Numeracy, GCSE Science. All pupils will be doing the Skills Challenge Certificate. Pupils will need to choose 3 option subjects, and also all pupils will study statutory physical education and also statutory religious education. Obviously, this process now is to decide on what those 3 option subjects are going to be. So I'd like to just talk to you quickly about the 2 main different qualifications which are on offer. So we've got the traditional GCSE. These qualifications are mainly assessed by examinations. Only over 50% of the qualifications will be assessed via an examination. And also then candidates will achieve a grade from A star to G. The other type of qualification is an IVET, which stands for Initial Vocational Education Training. With the IVET qualifications, there is a greater emphasis on the practical aspects, and the assessment is continuous throughout the 2 years. When it comes to exams, no more than 25% of these IVET qualifications will be assessed via examinations. So like I said, there's more focus on the work which is produced throughout the 2 years of study. Some IVET qualifications will have 25% from examinations, some will be 0%. Regarding grading with the IVET qualifications, the grading is slightly different. Pupils will achieve a level 1 pass or a level 2 pass, a merit distinction or higher distinction, and this table shows which GCS grades these equivalent to. So turning our turning our focus to page 10 and 11 in the Learning Pathways booklet. There's some really important information here and some questions maybe to ask yourselves regarding making sure that you make the correct decisions. So make sure that you look at page 10, read through those questions and factors which you need to consider, and also then look at page 11, which is a table which contains the entry requirements for choosing these subjects in Key Stage 4. It's really important that you really consider these entry requirements carefully, because the reason for these is to make sure that the pathway which you choose to follow is one which is going to lead to success. If pupils are successful, the pupils are going to be happy. Next then, the option columns sheet. Thanks to Mrs. Porter for working hard to create the option columns. Based on the decisions that pupils have made and the subjects which they've shown interest in studying next year, Mrs. Porter has managed to put the subjects into 3 columns which best fits the year group. Now, most pupils are going to be able to choose their first 2 or 3 first choice options. However, unfortunately, as you can imagine, to make sure that everybody can choose their first 3 or their top 3 subjects, it's almost an impossible task. So there will be decisions which have to be made and sacrifices regarding which subjects you prefer to take over the other. But just to clarify that everybody does need to choose 1 subject from each column. It's not possible to choose 2 from one and none from one column and then 1 from another. You must choose one subject from each of the columns. Once you have made your choices, if you could please email your choices to Mrs. Ffion Porter on the email address ffion.porter@gartholwg.cymru. If you can try and do this please by next Thursday, the 26th of March, so that we can start to see obviously the choices which the pupils have made. In the meantime, if you have any questions or inquiries, please do not hesitate to contact myself on my email address dylan.hughes@gartholwg.cymru, and hopefully I can help guide you in the right direction. Thank you very much for listening.